Zdravím vás, přátelé, u třetího streamu ze hry Alan Wake. Doufám, že... No, teoreticky bychom to možná mohli už dohrát na tým streamu. Uvidíme.
You get 2 pills in the morning. Nice and calm. You get 3 pills in the evening. And then you sleep like a baby. Like sleep pills. That way we don't have I don't have to. Stop struggling. We're all friends. This is just
Ty pičo, co to? Do prdele. Jo, já nemám vůbec náboje.
on the channel. We turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes people sad. In the morning, and then you'll be nice.
To žádný náboje nejsou už pak, jaj. Ale tam jsou náře.
Like things to be lost. That way we don't have any trouble.
Do prdele. Ty vole, no tak to nevím.
On the channel, we turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes people sad. You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll...
To bych chtělo možná se první zbavit těch vran.
You get 3 pills in the evening. And then... Like things to be. That way we don't have any trouble, and I don't have to. Stop struggling. We're all friends here. This is just...
Vole, to je sračka toto. Tak, máme to. Konečně. Aha, tady byla celou dobu flergana. Já se poseru. Ty vole, celou dobu tam byla flergana, já jsem slepej. Tak, to by bylo. Doufám, že už tady nikdo nebude. Ne, počkej tady, ukáž. Joho, paráda.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Čekat, já se jenom podívám, jestli to všechno jede. Okay. Zvuk? Zvuk. Jo. Jede to všechno, můžeme pokračovat. Checkpoint, paráda. Ty vole. Ty ještě že je levej. Magoři. No ty vole. Tak ale viděli jste to, jak jsem to mačkal ten shift. Kde je ten blbec? A už klídek. Tak.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Emil made them a další checkpoint. Maria. Veskama furt vyskakujou z nějakého křoví, ty vole. To je další checkpoint. OK. Ale Barry. To je nějak moc věcí, to se mi nelíbí. Tady bude nějaký fight nebo něco.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
No, abys nezakop, vole. Barry, pomoc.
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Oh shit. To si děláš srandu, ne, ale... Ty magore, tě pohni. To bylo těsný. Ne, já jsem ho tabnul. Do prdele. No ty vole. Zdrej.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out! Ow! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Ty kráso, jsme
I
se
had
dobře
lost my gun in
vysekali.
the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great!
Já
I never
jsem
mess
spod...
with anyone from...
Kámo, tak takový fail.
Hey! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead. Secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Barry, ty vole, proč prostě nemůžeš počkat? Rychle se za něco skovat. Wow. Tak běhej, ale...
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Světlo. No jasný, že mi to trefí ještě. Počkej, co? Já tam nejdu, já to zkusím si tady. Aha, celý vagón, ty vole. Pojď. Běž, vy. Ale ne. Jak mě to trefilo? Tak ale neběž. Ty vole, ty běžíš metr a už nemůžeš.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Tady nahoře se to zapíná, ukáž. Asi jo. No, paráda, super. Díra jak pro kamiona, já tam
I
prostě
hoped there'd
skočím.
still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Ježíš. A už to jede.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Co to? Rychle. Běž. Tak ale. No, tak to je GG. Musím odvízt trochu dál. A ty to... Pojď, rychle. Ale běž ty magore. No tak ty seš píča retardovaná, vole. Kokot jebnutý.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Píčo, vole, on
Facing the
běží...
enemy without a weapon was dangerous,
Prostě
but I
ty
had
vole,
no
on
choice.
běží 2 metry a je zadýchanej, ty vole, jak kdyby jebal celou noc. Magor. Ale ne, ty vole, ty... Teďka to stihnu. Tak pojď. Ber to. Pojď. Tak ale dělej. Ne, prostě, vole, pičovina. Jak to mám stihnout, vole? Asi. No, jak to mám pičo stihnout asi?
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Píča,
Facing
vole,
the enemy without a
skurvená.
weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Jak se jim mám do piče bránit, vole? A. Tak pičo, on je zase zadychaný. Kámo, ale můžeš běžet? Hej, tak on je úplná píča, prostě. Hej, kámo, mě je zle, no má z toho kreténa, vole, za kterýho hraju. Prostě 2 metry běží a zadýchaný kurva na 4
A
roky.
car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Co to tady máme? Počkej, co? Heavy duty. To je nějaká, vole, lepší baterka. Ukáž. Jo, takhle. Jakási silnější baterka tohle. Tak vezmu si, že? To je nějaká profi baterka už. Kam zase
The
jede
car
ten
was
Magor?
heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Počkat, jenom resetnu chat, kdyby náhodou.
Dobrý večer.
Tak. Můžeme pokračovat. Už tady zase budou nějací magoři.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
O, pasti. Když tam už je světlo, yes. Ne, co to má být? To světlo zhaslo. Tam budou poletí.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Checkpoint. Paráda. Máme brukovnici. Jenom brukovnici, ok. Fuj. Takže jako mohli bychom to zvládnout. A už jdou, už jdou. No jasný. No tak to ani náhodou, kamarád. Já jsem na vás připravený. Přímo do tlamy. Oj, shit. Tak. Tyva, jak jsem se vyhnul, nádhera.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Je to Barry? Barry?
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No, to zní jako Barry. Ty vole.
What are you?
Ty vole, Barry, klídek. Barry. Oh shit. Ne. Co to?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's something bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Ty vole, kdo ho zajebal?
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Co tady děláš?
Let me guess. Danny, huh? farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Počkat, tady je loot. No, flashbang.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Barry je Barry. Si děláš srandu, ne? Že tady musím vystoupit. To snad ne. Ne? Tak co děláš, ty Magore? Ještě nepřátelé tady, že jasno. Že to si prostě jak ho sejmul ten bugger. Tady můžu jít dolů, no tam asi.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Al! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them! God damn!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Ronson.
Shut up and shoot! Al! We have to...
Ty vole, ještě větší baterka, jo. Tak ale dělej něco. vole, to je pičovina, já to tak nesnáším tady.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Piča, ale kolik jich tam je, kurva?
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Čas střílet, ty skurvenče. Piča, abych si myslel. Dobrý, vole, zase se potřebuji nějak dohylovat nebo něco. Kurva, nebo tady chci.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Ow! We have to fight him off! I can set off more of the fire!
Magore, uhni.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Fuj, ty pičo, normálně fakt jsem si myslel, že to nedám, toto. Aha, dobrý, tady byly celou dobu flashbacky. Paráda.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm! See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got, before they ambushed me.
Víš trochu parkouru? Hop. Dobrý.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has some... Is that Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I...
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in its
Springs.
soft embrace.
Man,
Somewhere
brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? New episodes?
Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams. We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape to be broken.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field. naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Oh wow, who's that? You don't know him.
Oh, good going, Al!
Co to tam je? Až? Asi nic. A je. Třeba tak toho jsem se fakt dal, ale...
What's that? Did you hear that? Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man.
Když to je zas to ten.
Here, Al!
Čekaj, tam běhá, co je mi po něm. Debil, on běhl do toho drátu. Nice. Oh shit. No, paráda. Super. Nádhera. Jo, ještě to ten Magor. Vletí zas do toho drátu? Já se z něho poseru.
Four of you?
Že já úplně miluju ty borce, jak hážou. Že oni oba dva zase vlezli do toho. Co tam děláš, ty hňupe? Jak se tam dostal přes to auto?
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Počkej, co tady mám dělat přesně? Aha jo, tady je cesta nahoru, já jsem slepý jenom. A ty ses tady dostal jak, prosím tě.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Heavy lantern tu už mám.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Kdo to tady dupe? To jako někdo chodí po střeše, nebo co?
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Však proč to otevírat, když to můžu vykopnout? Počkej, a ho tam jako nechám. OK. No jasný. No jasný, ještě ti. jeden magor nějaký. Jenom to tam. Zajímavý, jsem myslel, že bude nějaký silnější, když tam byl takový special. Počkat, tady má ne? Jsem myslel, že tam chci jít. No, máme jít první probery, no. Asi jo, no. Počkej, co? Aha, tady. Klíček.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Hey, let's go, man. Shut your bitch ass up. Vím, co dělám, ne?
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al.
Ale
Looks
prosím.
pretty heavy.
Cože?
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing. Lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
No jasné, ale to první musím najít, ne? Asi. Počkej, tak v kuchyni to asi nebude, ale je tady kafe. Kde by mohl být fuse box? Na záchodě asi ne, ale je tady kafe. Okay. Prosím tě, beri uhni ty magore.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away. Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself. Weigh a lot so they can get wasted.
Ah, tady.
Can you hear that? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right! Must be.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay, man.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
It was a crazy, drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she did. She's inside.
Alice!
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. Thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Okay. Ty kokos. No já nevím, co na to říct, jak teďka, jak se to všechno odhalilo. Ty vole, no. Jako musím říct, že sice tady chvílema pičuju na tu hru, ale ten příběh je prostě dobrý.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Walkery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Oh, Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Počkat, jenom resetnu chat. Kdyby náhodou.
Hodila by se mi pomocná ruka.
Tak, můžeme dál.
We're sitting ducks with the lights out.
I can get the emergency phone on.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Barry? What the fuck? Yeah, Barry. Aha, on čeká tady.
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light, and I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
Počkej, ale kde je moje mega baterka? Já jsem dostal jenom tu malou
Wheeler, I need
zas.
you to stay here.
What? No!
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
Think there's any way I can order one out?
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
Počkat, kamže to máme jít? Aha jo, tady. Kam to lezu? O, paráda. Oh shit.
Hey, Sheriff!
Kámo, tak viděli jste to? On prostě zakopl, vole, na rovné zemi a spadl. Speedrun. Takhle zapni to.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we had. And Night Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ah, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
Oh shit. vole, ta je aspoň užitečná, ta aspoň prostě dává na ně světlo, střílí, prostě paráda. Co to je? Možná jsem to trochu zakřikl.
That's smart.
Ty vole, až tady. Ty vole. No, pojď. Počkej, kam chcem jít, asi sem?
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
You have the right. Don't understand these words.
Ty vole, proč jde po mně? Ty vole. má být jako toto?
Wake, over here! There's light! I have a key. Watch my back, Wake.
Okay.
It's an ambush.
Cože? Ještě zase s tou motorovkou.
Let's go, Wake.
No, pojďme.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
Oh.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Barry, ty vole. Oh shit. Tak zkusíme sniper rifle. No konečně. A co to tady vidím? Klíč.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move!
Ah!
Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
Okay. pěkná socha.
Wait, I see. We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting.
You people, keep it the hell down or I'll call the sheriff. Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wade. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around. They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex cake.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Easy books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Ty ona má fakt klíče úplně od všeho, to není možné.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Physical labor. Let's take a break.
Co meleš?
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Boom.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
Počkej, tady je papír.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
No, tak jdem, no. Nějaký sklep mistr? Kafíčko. Jako to bylo docela těsný, musím říct.
Did you call 911?
Guess that one saw the light, huh? You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man! Like garlic against vampires?
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on!
Barry, vole. Prostě Barry, jako co k tomu mám dodat.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. It's a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mort. I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
School bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license. You're cleared for departure. I'm springs. No offense, Sheriff.
Co to je za hovado?
Shooting! Right there! The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff. Don't take too long. I wanna get out of here.
Tady bude nějaký fight bez tak.
You will never get her back.
Well, get ready. I'll hold them off.
into this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff. Dobrý, je tady, hej zbraň. Budu potřebovat nějaký bazmek na to. Nebo to mám rozstřílet? Ty ses tady vzal kde? Ty vole, kolik vás tady je? Tak doplníme si tady munici, když je tady nekonečná. Ale nazdar. No, tak to je jiná. Ale prosím tě, vylez tam nahoru.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends, the Old Gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
Ty vole. No tak to bylo docela intenzivní. Tak oni mi tam gangbangnou a jako já se mám posrat.
And here's a new song from a band that's...
Jak mi to trefilo do píče. Tady se nedá jít? Ne. A tady bude checkpoint a já to tady asi ukončím pro dnešek. Tak. Počkej, restart. Víš nám restart? Jo, dobrý. Takže já vám děkuji za zhlédnutí, že jste tady byli, že jste se mnou pokecali. A myslím si, že na dalším streamu bychom to měli už dohrát, teoreticky. Mělo by to být, že na dalším streamu už by měl být konec Alana Wakea a měli bychom začít další hru, kterou ještě nevím, co to bude, ale určitě to bude nějaká další singleplayerovka. Možná bych mohl dát Alana Wakea ten další díl, protože by to pěkně navazovalo na tady tu jedničku. Takže já vám děkuji a uvidíme se u dalšího streamu. Čus.